Hello everyone, Attack Power here with Game 3 between me and Jaapaasa in the Kingdom of Steel Tournament Round 1. Let's dive right in to Tsel. And on the left in the blue is Jaapaasa playing Rhyma Rapaanna on Balanced Income. And on the right in the red is myself playing 5th Cavalrie Motorizata on Balanced Income. So if you haven't seen Game 1 or Game 2, make sure to go check those out. They are thrillers each, and this is the climactic conclusion of our best of 3. The winner moves on to play Mamil in Round 2. So Jaapaasa picked Tsel and picked Rhyma Rapaanna. That was his choice, and this is probably his best division, at least that's what he said. This division, this map is made for this division. It's really strong. So Rhyma, of course, we've all seen it. The Finnish division, lots of Jaapaasa, basically the best CQ unit in the game at only 20 points. You get tons of light armor in the BA-10s and the T-26s. You get the Takampoya double snipers, the CC super strong snipers. Your AT is weak. It's not great. Your support is weak as well. Not great as well. Your AA is solid. You get Vekatins and Bofors, which are both quite solid. Your artillery tab is massive. Just tons of junky artillery. And it's not all junky. It's all solid artillery. It's just none of it's amazing, but none of it's bad either. And then a huge air tab. Tons and tons of plane. Tons of Ju-88s, Blenheims, the whole 9 yards. He's got quite the collection of airplanes here. We've all seen this division in action. It's very strong at what it does, and this map is built for what it does. Tight sections, no long range anything. I counterpicked with 5th Cav because I really had no other CQC division that had any chance of fighting against Rhyma Rapaanna. And the plan here with 5th Cav is basically not to fight in the woods. My infantry are great, but not in the woods. The only units I will allow into the deep woods is the Rocherie Assaults and the Pioneer Assaults. Outside of them, no one's going into the woods. I'm going to make sure I hold his units at arm's reach and try to keep him away from me. So we see lots of ABU swords, AB horses, of course, Kadarashi snipers to counter his CCs and such. Pioneer Kalari in A phase, double Roshiori car in B phase with the Pioneer Assault and Roshiori Assault, and then C phase Roshiori. Really tried to max out my infantry tab here. I have 106. He also has 106. Mine are more expensive though, so he'll be able to pump out his faster, which also means though he'll run out quicker than me. You got the Stugs in the tank tab. So weak tank tab, but against this division, it's quite a good tank tab. Your support, plenty of ZB-53s, lots of machine gun support, and the 47mm Breda guns, which are excellent at killing his light armor. Plenty of AA for all his air stuff. I have 2 cards of 60mm mortars. I want to spam these all over the place. And then a whole bunch of fighters in my air tab. So we're already off to the races here. I'm deploying pretty defensively. I know it's a balanced game, but I'm also on the good side of Tsel, so we cannot discredit that. He has 3 flags that are right against the 50 line, which means all I have to do is push a little bit to start getting that tick, while he, on the other hand, has to push quite deep to get, any kind of significant tick going on. I did immediately call on a BF-109 E7. I figured there'd be some recon or something at the beginning, but it was a Hawk instead. These things are pretty slow, but so is my plane. So I'm not really catching him. He's going to throw down his Vekatin, force off my BF-109 E7 pretty quick there as I veer off to try to get away. I love the BF-109 E7. It's actually it has a really good gun loadout, but I think it has bad resilience, if I'm not mistaken. I can't click on it now. It's bad or very bad resilience. I can't remember which. But for its price, it's disgustingly good. I think it's very bad resilience, but it's worth it because its gun loadout is quite strong, actually. Up north, ABU Sor finding this Takampoya. Killing that off. Killing those is 100% value because they are so strong. I actually deployed really light up here because I had no chance, like I said, I'm trying to stay out of the greenwood. So I have no chance of capturing this flag at the moment with the greenwoods here. I do see his 45mm get pinned down, so I immediately rush my ABU Sor forward to kill that. Blenheim coming in for my Hotchkiss. Infantry here, this is the main flag I'm going to push. This is very easy for me to capture. He has to work really hard to hold on to it, and I can just sit on my Roshiori here and force him to continue to fight at range. I pin down his CCs with my Hotchkiss Kadarashi combo. I have Pioneer Kalari and Roshiori going right here. There's a little patch of yellow forest here. It's key to this whole section of the map to allow me to fight him without actually going into the green woods. He has a huge force coming. Yakari, Raja Yakari, Raha Yakari should give me a chance to fight them off. Pioneer Kalari staying away. Like I said, anytime I don't need to fight in a green forest, I'm not going to. AA already coming in with my 25mm Hotchkiss. My Hotchkiss up here actually survived. Not really sure. I think he bombed the wrong building. Unfortunately, my ABU sword died to the Lati. So, bummer there. Infantry meeting in combat here. But my double ZB-53 better than his singular DP-28s. And the Yaakari don't even have machine guns. And actually right now I think... No, they are in range of the Suomi, so they are pumping those out. ABU soar in, but a Lahiturunta here ruining my day there. Currently a 12-12. 25 mil up north as well. I actually like Tsel as a map. It's just not a fair map. The flags on the blue side are too close. And some people argue, well, the red side, it's easier for the blue side with positioning because their positioning's better. It doesn't matter. When you have three flags right next to the 50-50 line, it's not good. Like, it's crap. One side's always going to be kind of boned. And in this game, that's his side. But that's the risk of picking this map. He did not feel that way about it at first. Maybe after playing on this map, he'll change his mind. Kadadashi, though, getting pinned down. Lots of machine guns and CC snipers, of course. 25 mil now in. Not enough to stop the Blenheim, though. A singular one of these is not going to, like, totally block one of these, especially with only one vet. So Blenheim does get that bombing off. But it is going for my Kadadashi, which was already retreating, which means the damage is extremely minimal. Pianini Kaladi poke out, get their Panzer Shrek off at max range, killing that BA-10 really nice there. Can't be dealing with armor. His armor's not good, but that light armor can still be quite effective. Unfortunately, R2D2 here suffering from depression issues and gets immediately bailed out from the 45 mil. Yaakari is able to get up close to my Puskantikar and my Pianini Kaladi. I jump him out, try to get away from that Yaakari. It's not going to make a big difference there. I do have a Puska here, just in case he tries some cheeky thing. Fortunately, this is going to go up a little too far away. 45 mil now in, getting immediately hit. Roshiori, though, are able to force off these infantry, but then get pinned down themselves by the 45 mil. Up north, I moved in a Beretta to make sure you can't just drive down this road. Hotchkiss got moved over here. Now the 47 mil is covering down the road as well. Another Hotchkiss here. Here comes the first 60 millimeter mortar of the game. These are going to be key. It's the only way I can actually win at CQC against his division is with my 60 mil mortars supplying support. Rogeri did unload these Cavalry, which means I don't have to deal with them. Oh, sorry, there's 160 mil already here. I have him on defensive fire. That's what I do with these things. I don't have time to micro them. There's too much going on, so I just throw them on defensive fire, and they will just shoot at anything they see. Even sometimes they'll shoot at things they don't see. Like, I didn't see him. He's just bombing some place that apparently he is. So still 13-11, that's all I'm going for. This is a balance on balance grind, and this is something I excel at. I did also bring in the 60 mils at 2-star. It's currently a 3-star, though, because of the leader there. And the nice thing of these guys on 2-stars, they fire even faster. Like, it's basically then firing at a 50 millimeter mortar speed. Need to kill off these CCs. They're the strongest unit the division has by a fair bit. They're, like, stupidly good. And I mention every time we see Rukma, this is one of the best units in the game. Little glitch for him, unfortunately. The CC delays falling back, but it does still get away. See, so the 60 mil more is firing, but it's not actually hitting anything. I'm not sure why it's shooting at this spot. Maybe this is the last spot it saw someone. But that's what you get when you use defensive fire. Yay, AI. 6 minutes in, I'm getting a little bit of a ticket advantage here, and that's all I'm going for. I was crossing my fingers hard to get this side of the map. If you're on the blue side, really, I think this is the flag to push, this one right here. You can capture that one and then kind of try to hold on to your other ones. The other option is to blow out an entire flank, so like push this really hard, you know, and get your opponent off of this stuff so you can capture this flag, and that kind of gives you the hill then, because they can no longer easily reinforce the hill. So pushing over here gives you these two. The other option is try to blow out this side, which gives you these two flags here and kind of gives you this one as well. I am actually capturing this flag for the moment, moving Oroshori into this position as well. More 60 mils in. You can see I'm really starting to build up a little group here. It's throwing down smoke, although I don't mind, like, I don't want him to get close, but I have more troops. Reinforcements did come in. See how instantaneously my Pianita gets deleted because it was a little weak. 60 mil mortar, though, did spot that. That means it will start firing. Blenheim going, I think, for my 60 mil mortar. BF-109, E7 finally gets in after that thing. Bombs do kill my 60mm mortar. Sad face. 2 more Hotchkisses coming in to just shore up my AA. That's all my 25 mils. BF-109 zipping back around to try to catch that Blenheim. Will I get on the back of it? It doesn't look like it. Blenheim, oh nope, there we go. It does get on the back. And it's half decent loadout. Kills it off. Nice. It does run out of ammo really fast. No, it is bad resilience. It is bad resilience, actually, which is good. It's not good, but it's better than very bad. Very bad, literally, they just, like, melt in the sky. 60mm mortars, though, starting to blast away. More of them here. I did lose this one here, unfortunately. Hotchkiss is now unloaded. Another 60mm in. Continuing to supply that support. There goes my BF-109. But the nice thing with those, they're only 60 points. It's 65 points. They're extremely cheap for how efficient they are. 60mm mortar basically breaking up his assault before he can even do it. So his plan is, of course, to move forward, but with his units already slightly suppressed, that's going to significantly decrease his ability to push. We are back to a 12-12, although now I'm about to pick up a 13-11 again. My infantry much stronger at range than his with their double machine guns. The only unit that can really fight me at range are the CCs. I have a Breda moving in now. 60mm kills off a Yaakati. That's really nice. Vekatin caught out in the open. He got a little bit aggressive with... Really, I shouldn't say a little bit. He got really aggressive with the positioning of this Vekatin. Allows my Peanut Kalari to find it out in the open. Although we haven't killed it yet. But the Vekatin's getting very suppressed, which means it's starting to miss a little bit more. And now finally it gets pinned down. Peanut Kalari opening up again, getting the pin down again. This Kalari goes down. Vekatin's still alive, though. And I'm not able to finish it off. Frustration. Fort AA killed by the 47mm. It's going to go down, though. Due to all the CCs. Apparently, my 60mm mortar thinks there's still some sort of AT rifle there. BF-109 floating around up here. Nothing to stop me. He's got a Hawk down south. ABUSO R2 down here just to stop any further pushing. This is how I want to fight. I want to fight him at range where my machine guns can do maximum damage. They are automatic rifles, so they can fire at CQC, but that doesn't mean they're good at it. There we go. Killing CCs is what I want to do. This one already running out of ammunition. And now he has started artying me. It's got his first 83mm artillery here. This thing fires quick enough. I mean, for this caliber, it's pretty slow. Did sneak by a Rahakari. Rahaakari. There we go. Kills off my Pianiti Kalati here. 60mm falling back. Don't want to lose those. Currently at 12-12, I have a little ticket lead. We're now into B phase. Both of us starting to get more and more stuff. You see the stuff just flowing in. Basically, everything he has costs 20 points or 25, except for the CCs, which are 30. Did lose off my leader, though, to this guy. Kind of annoying. He's out of Molotovs, though, so his damage is definitely reduced. Some reinforcements coming in, a new leader, and a Pianiti Assault in case he's able to get into the Green Forest. I now have a Sheetza in. I'm kind of tired of these things sliding through. So now I've brought in the big gun. Misses its first shot, unfortunately. And my one Roshiori able to hold that off. I feel like blue side often gets mired down trying to capture this flag. I don't think it's a good idea. It's just like, because the opponent can easily reinforce this area, you know, through this really low line of sight. You know, if you put a guy here and they just put any 2K HE here, or not even 2K, any support gun here can stop you from covering this off. So it's easy to get reinforcements back into here all the time. And your reinforcements have to go really far. You can see how far he's got to go here. Big force coming. 60 mil mortars back online. The CC's moved, unfortunately. T-26 down. Love it. His light armor can be quite dangerous. It kills my horses and stuff. Did kill a Kubel here. My Breda. In a nice position there. He's now moved into this woods here to stop me from capturing that. Have some reinforcements coming here, so I don't want him to get across here. So I got to set something up so he can't just walk across. Again, this is all about keeping him at arm's reach. Lots of Karadashi. He has a lot of snipers, but I actually have more. I believe. Yes, I do. I have 15, and he has 10. And back to a 1311 with the cap of this flag. He's actually only got mostly, like, recon units here. It's kind of funny. Decide to poke forward with my Roshiori Assault. Like I said, these are the only ones I'll throw into the Green Forest. They are quite potent, but I actually think they're not as potent as the Yakari at the end of the day. 60 mil mortar kills off a CC. 45 mil trying to repeat it along with Kadarashi here. CC cannot be killed though. There we go. Finally dies. Roshiori Assault, no chance against all of these units. It's just too many. Getting triple teamed here. Yeah, got a little overconfident there. The great thing about Pianeti Calati is they do have 2 machine guns, which is why they're better than the average unit here. 60 mil mortar though, killing off that Cavalry immediately, and a bunch of reinforcements coming in. He also lost his leader here, so he's no longer getting the extra veterancy. The Sheets, his AT gun kills off one of my Roshiori. That was upsetting. Bigger artillery now in a 155. We can see another 122 mil and another 83 mil coming in. So a lot of already building up on his side. I have a Commandant coming in. Time to get all that sweet, sweet leadership. I got lots of leaders out. There's no reason not to use it. Another big thing for me is keeping these ammo trucks alive. I actually like ammo is one of the big issues. 60 mils eat the ammo up really fast. Back to a 13 level on my Roshiori sneaking in. Unfortunately, he can't stay hidden. And he will go down pretty quick there. Another 60 mil to reinforce and a bunch of Roshiori. I mean, I can see this is his main plan, is something on this hill. R2 here, though. R2-D2, do it! He's really got no AT here in the center. Breda cannot finish it off, unfortunately. That transport. With the R2, a nice little brick wall here. Units coming in. Another Roshiori into this woods here. Fortunately, those infantry out of position now for my 60 mil. I am now losing this flag, but it's only temporary. Lots of reinforcements on their way. 60 mil out of ammo, unfortunately. Now, 15 minutes in. Ah, what a lovely balanced grind. So great. Grinding. One Roshiori, though, versus all of these infantry. Not great. See if I set my 60 mil to fire yet. It doesn't look like I did, but lots of reinforcements are coming. Roshiori really stands no chance. But double Roshiori assault and normal Roshiori coming. And now the 60 mil preparing to open up. R2 getting a little aggressive here. Sniper finding the leader out in the open. Big meeting here of the forces. Molotovs fly. Skorsky Pianeti pretty strong, but they are weak. They're fragile. They're very fragile. They die very quickly. Grenade goes off. Assault and Sielski trade. Not upset about that. There we go. And his force is absolutely annihilated. Lai Turunta goes down. Waste of a Molotov there. Back to a 12-12 for the moment. Maybe you start looking for this Ratsavaki here. If you're going to push in. Siotskis are pretty pinned, but I'm still not going to go too far with my Roshiori. Back to a 13-11 with this flag captured. My light armor is definitely an issue for him. Lots of veterancy on all my troops. Blenheim's still getting its bombs off, but the double 25 mil definitely potent. BF-109 trying to join the fun. Might just go down to the 25s, though. There we go. Nice kill from the BF-109, finishing that off. Roshiori finish off the Siotskis. 60 mils coming down on the CCs. Definitely having an effect. No question about that. Rashid's super suppressed, so it's missing that BA-10. Really want that dead, though. R2-D2 proving to be quite an annoyance for him as well. He's now in the range of the 47 mil. And the Beretta opens up and fires so fast. Down the BA-10 goes. Love to see those die. Roshiori up north, making a push, grabbing this flag. I'm calling in Roshiori assaults and Pianeti assaults up here to egress into this forest. Egress? Assault? Assault's definitely the right word. I want to use a cooler word. These infantry are actually, like, not Yaakari, so my Roshiori assault should absolutely dominate them. Taste my Beretta, what is it? Beretta fun. Lai Turunta, though, gonna get their grenade off, unfortunately for me, and gonna beat my Roshiori now. Both light armor, well, no, my ABU sword went down to the Lati here. Currently 14-10 with this northern flag. Roshiori, though, overcoming his infantry. My Roshiori here having no chance. They went a little too soon. Bunch of Pianeti assaults a-coming. Assault gun down. Roshiori catching out another AT gun over here. Love to see that. Tons of artillery from him, although he doesn't even know, like, where to put it. The 60 mils you have to manually target, which is super annoying. But the 60 mils doing tons of damage here. Helping me easily win that combat. Look at all those stars. Oh, veterancy. What a beautiful thing. Killing off the Lati's fabulous. Allows my light armor to really dominate areas. IAR now coming in. I don't sense any AA up north, so I decided to go after that 45 mil. It killed off one of my Roshiori assaults in the transport. Really ticked me off. I don't have that many of these to work with. I did bring them in unvetted, because having 2 more of them was valuable. Usually it's worth having the veterancy, but I needed CQC so bad in this match. And my Pianeti assaults are the only true units that can, like, win decisively at CQC. Hawk losing tracking on my IAR because it got into its dive. Bombing happens to unload the Ra-Yaakari. 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 Oh my goodness, that's a mouthful. Roshiori trying to push forward a little bit. Force off these Yaakari here. 60 mil continuing to punish him. Now out of ammo, but plenty on these still. I'm now calling in 122s. It's time to start countering. He's got a lot of arty, and I need to start pressuring it at least a little bit. Another CC down, killing these. Key to my victory. Big arty coming down, kills off my R2D2 here. CC are just everywhere, though. He's definitely running it low, though. I've killed a fairly large number already. Hoping the ABU SOAR can be a force multiplier here, but there are the 45 mils around. I'm definitely making better use of leadership than him. And that is a big deal. Can't understate that enough. Overstate? Overstate that enough. Pianeti assault finally getting in. I did send one over here instead to clear this forest out. I don't know why he keeps walking forward. It doesn't look like he has an order, but he keeps moving. I don't want him to fight yet. He's already got suppression on him. And now he's going to lose. And down goes a Pianeti assault. Ouch. 60 mil mortar doing what it does, annoying the crap out of him. Already, though, starting to hit, definitely an issue. Vekatin races my baby horse. That thing is nuts. So cool. I do love to see whenever those get to fire. So 122 starting to return fire here on his 155. I got more coming in here. We are into C phase. The points are flowing. It's currently 13-11. And I feel like I've traded pretty well, which allows me to bring in some of this artillery. And the fact he's called in all of this artillery himself means he's got to be suffering somewhere. I mean, his infantry are dirt cheap. There's no arguing that point. But he's not calling in something in order to call in all of these 122s. Got to keep my A moving here. I decided to fall back my infantry. It's no longer worth fighting at range against all of this stuff. Of course, I didn't know there was this much stuff, but I did know the fight was not going well. Fortunately, the BA-10 did move before this horde of 60 mils got their fire on it. My leader getting hit. I do not want that to die. Supplying all that precious veterancy to me. Peonity Assault did get into this woods here and absolutely wrecks the Ratsavaki. Roshiori on the other side, catching out this CC. Triple Star, I would think it could win. He's now taking a pretty strong position up here on the hill. Still haven't even called in a Stug. There's the first one as I say it. This 155 does get forced off. The key here is just to distract this artillery. The less it's shooting at my troops, the better. Did lose the infantry here, so he recaptures his flag back to 12-12. We have a nice little gap in tickets, though. Still a long way to go. This could still go very badly at any point. If he gets too dug into a woods, I'm screwed. Because he'll get dug in like a tick. So I've decided to move from this direction to try to capture this flag going this way through the more light forest here, instead of trying to dig out these Yagakari. Because we saw how well that went. Even with my elite CQC units, you can see I lost this one here as well. AT gun kills off my AB horse. Sad face for sure. Kadarashi, though, doing lots of damage. BA-10 goes down to my R2. That thing doing the job. Liking these in this matchup because I need to kill that light armor. Really odd unit you don't really see. I don't think any other division has it. Pretty effective. It's slow as heck. But it does fire pretty fast. It's got a nice 1,000-meter range and pretty accurate. Double machine gun, actually, really nice. And it's actually an automatic rifle, so technically you can fire within a 100-meter range. Fortunately, Yakari does get in. That's bad. But I do have a Roshiori Assault here to try to fix it. Although it's out of Molotov, so it's not that good anymore. Roshiori recapturing this flag, and I do have this flag up north now. Breda covering the easy reinforcement route, and it doesn't look like he's recognized it yet. Yeah. Nope. Not get the shot. Oh, so close. My artillery hasn't killed anything yet. He's got more. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 RD pieces. I'm working with 4 currently. I have 6 in total to call in. Here I was thinking 6 would be plenty. What foolishness, attack power. You don't understand the pure power of Rukma and its big guns. But you can see that his his investment in artillery is keeping his front line pretty thin. He's still got a lot of troops, but for Rukma, this is pretty thin. There's one of the last CCs. He must be running short by now. 47 mil doing nice damage here. Just got to keep that tick going. 20 minutes left still, which would put it like right up against the time limit. Oh, balance grind, how I love thee. Sorry, I just hit the mic. Something was hurting my ears. A long time to wear headphones. It's one of those things you don't notice until you take them off. I was like, wow, I was wearing headphones for a long time. My artillery all still alive. And it doesn't look like it's made any hits. Unfortunately, the 122's solid, but not amazing by any stretch of the imagination. They do have radar, though, which makes them better than these. But of course, I'm not targeting things that are within radar range. Did lose off all my units here, so I need to start reinforcing this. Although I put a lot of reinforcements up north. Unfortunately, BA-10 fighting my AB Horse. AB Horse jutting out of the way. His infantry can't really beat mine, though, at range, as we've seen many times already. Shug 3 now in position, fighting that 75 mil. This should be an easy win for it. The 75 mil really good, though. Heat damage, 90 millimeters of penetration against this 90 millimeters of armor. So technically, it could kill it. I'm hoping my Shug doesn't die, though. Nope, there's a penetration. Great. These things are really good AT guns. Super cheap. And down the Shug goes. Many sad faces. Reinforcements pouring in now. Karadashi ZB-53s. I got plenty of those. I brought in 2 cards. So I have like 13 of them in the deck. Roshiori up north, unfortunately, do get forced off. Back to 12-12. There's a pretty big gap here. IR JU-88 coming in. My Air Force is starting to build as well, and he doesn't really have much AA. He spent most of his points on artillery. He does have some Vekatins here. That will hold off the IAR. But the JU-88 should get through. These things are pretty zippy. And I have plenty of AA to stop this Hawk from getting all the way in. Still no already dead. Haven't really landed a hit. Poor counter battery. Though he's lost his T-26s. And I've recaptured this flag again back to a 13-11. Shug into the middle. AB Horse causing lots of problems. Trying to keep this horse alive from this BA-10 here. My position up north actually pretty tenuous. I have one more Puskan Tikar I happen to be hanging around, holding on to. Little micro mistake by him here. So Ratsuvaki does unload in time, though he does notice. Already just creaming my positions everywhere. Leader a little out of position, not giving these guys any veterancy. Kind of sad face. Just seeing that now. Did recapture this anyway, though. I mean, I have 106 infantry. I just got to keep pouring in Roshiori. And pound for pound, mine are technically better. And it definitely at long range, they are 100% better. Artillery does catch a Hotchkiss truck over here. Not a big deal. AB Horse pushing off some infantry. Yarakari get into the woods. Not good. Do find this one, though. Not upset about that. Leader under pressure. IR trying to get in. 40 mil stops it. Pianiti Assault moving in to stop the Yarakari. I should be able to win this one, especially with this guy out of Molotovs. Easy win there. AB Horse moving in for the BA-10. It just fired, so I decided to go for it. Get a lucky crew panic crit. And that will allow me to take out that BA-10. Very nice. Needed that badly. That thing was really holding me up. Arty War, I'm currently losing it would appear. I don't see any dead Arty. Although I feel like there was another one over here at some point, so maybe I killed one. I think I might have killed one of them. Not sure, though. No confidence in that assessment. And even though he's way more artillery, he's aiming it at different places. So, like, in terms of the Arty War, it's kind of even. I think he has about 4 guns shooting at me, and I have all 4 of mine shooting at him. It's got another 75 in here. Lost my 47 mil Breda gun. Stug moving in, and he doesn't really have an efficient way to kill this easily. I can just sit it on the flag. I am definitely doing a lot of damage. I mean, I feel like the trades are in my favor. The tough thing with Rukma is you kill a lot of units, but the trades still aren't in your favor a lot of time because their units are so freaking cheap. So despite the fact you killed a bunch, it still ends up being behind. AB Horse wiping out that Yarakari. This thing holding down the line up here for me. Another Breda coming in. Roshiori pouring in. AB Horse taking out that CC. Another one of those dead. Meaning his long range power dwindling. Roshiori finding that 50 mil out in the open. Love to kill that. I still have plenty of horses and stuff left to go. 47 mil. Finding some infantry out in the open to pick on. No arty has died yet still. Disappointed in you, artillery. Notice, though, I do have it pretty far from the reinforcement road so that they're safe from the counter battery. Don't want any of that coincidental loss. AB Horse hopping in to kill that 75 mil that was shooting at the 47, and it does wipe that out. Hoorah for me. AT is gone. Need more ABs to take advantage, and here it comes. I now have a fresh assault. He's got so much stuff everywhere. He has to have a weakness. And I decide this must be the place. So I'm making a fresh push. Tons of AB horses. Roshiori coming in. Gonna smash through this line right here and capture this flag. That's the plan. T-26 down. All the infantry finally killed from Takan Tarunta, though, hiding in the woods there. Smoke coming down. I thought he was going to make some sort of push, but there's nothing coming. So I'm not sure what the point of this was. And now I have a pretty thick line of troops here holding that flag. He's going after the 60 mils now. They've finally annoyed him enough that he's trying to kill them. Roshiori moving forward on the edge of the woods, where they can be supported by the AB horse. That's the idea here. So here we go. Machine gun unloads one of my Roshiori, but now all the horses overwhelm that machine gun pretty quick. And down it goes. You can see the line crumbling in. This is exactly what I was expecting. Something just died over here. I'm not sure what. Oh, some transports. Nice. Wow. He really didn't notice this 47 mil there. That absolutely just wrecked him the whole game. Stug goes down to the Takanturun to try to get away in time, but noticed a little too late. AB Horse is smashing that Cavalry, opening up this flag, giving me the 15-9 with this flag over here. He's running out of AT. I know he is. You don't get that much. And he throws in the towel with the 15-9 achieved. 34 minutes, 29 seconds. I win this best of 3 in this first round of the Kingdom of Steel tournament. 28-70 to 22-60. Big wins. Now, unfortunately, this division now is off limits for me for the rest of the tournament. I can no longer use my beloved 5th Cav, which means I'm going to have to find other tools to pull out some wins. Rashid's doing tons of damage. Kadarashi there. But that's a, I don't know, AB Horse, that was the one up north. That was actually Mike Green. I did actually kill 2 artillery pieces. It did not look like it, but we do see 2 kills there from the counter battery. And, 3 kills from the counter battery. Yeah, looks like about it. 61 warriors didn't kill much, but they just do so much suppression and constant annoyance. Your opponent can never be passive at all with those things bombing them all the time. For him, yeah, nothing doing crazy damage, and that's what makes the difference there. If you guys enjoyed that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting on Patreon. Make sure to check out the next round in the Kingdom of Steel Division tournament. Thanks a bunch and have a fantastic day.